More bad news from the world of the one and only T-Rav. If you have been following the life of everyone's favorite former South Carolina state treasurer, an ex-con, then you might know Thomas Ravenel welcomed his third child back in July of 2020. This one by Heather Mascoe, whom he was broken up with at the time of the kid's birth. Mom and Dad eventually reconciled, and being the old-school Southern gentleman that he is, Ravenel eventually proposed to Mascoe. Unfortunately, it looks as though the 59-year-old ex-Southern Charm star will be living the bachelor life for a little while longer. Yes, according to a new report from The Sun, Thomas and Heather have decided to go their separate ways. The engagement is over. Our friendship is the best it has ever been, but we are ending our engagement to focus on our children, Ravenel revealed in a statement issued on Tuesday. After careful thought and prayer, Heather and I have decided to end our engagement, he continued. We will continue to be the best of friends and co-parents and have the greatest respect for one another as we embark upon this new chapter of our lives, individually. Given his well-documented fear of commitment, it's easy to assume that T-Rav was the one who pulled the plug. However, it's important to bear in mind that the former U.S. Senate candidate also has a talent for driving women away with his abhorrent behavior. But amazingly, it seems that the cause of the split had nothing to do with Ravenel's criminal activity, his violent temper, his drug use, or his philandering. Instead, it was interior decorating that drove these two apart. Thomas and Heather clashed over the design of his Aiken house, says a source close to the situation. They argued over every detail of the renovation. She wanted to make every room a playroom for the kids. She tried to take over the design, an insider revealed. The insider adds that, along with them being incompatible as a couple, led to the breakup. They were better off as friends. The source notes that Thomas and Heather have split up and gotten back together several times, so the end of the engagement didn't come as much of a shock to the people who know them best. They had broken up before Heather's pregnancy, then got back together for their son and tried to make things work, says the insider. They disagree on a lot of issues. It sounds like that's putting it very mildly. Anyway, Thomas won't be alone in his 10,000 square foot house in Aiken, South Carolina. Having won custody of his two kids with Catherine Denise, Ravenel says he's found a suitable private school for the Tykes, and both have been enrolled in time for the start of the 2021 school year. Obviously, it's tough to imagine a guy like Thomas living the single dad life, but it's important to remember that he has the help of a sizable household staff. Yes, unlike most reality show casts, the stars of Southern Charm never really needed the money. Perhaps Thomas mistakenly thought that the exposure would help his political career. Or maybe he took the gig as a favor to his former friend Whitney Sudler-Smith, who's a producer on the show. Whatever the case, Ravenel wound up taking that vaunted last name he's so proud of and dragging it through the mud in front of millions of viewers.